New Zealand suffered their first loss in 39 outings against non-test playing nations across formats, as they put on a stellar show to ease past New Zealand in the second T20I by 7 wickets and level the 3-match series 1-1. For New Zealand, it was their first loss in 39 matches against non-test playing nations across formats. The win was set up by 17-year-old left-arm spinner Ayaan Afzal Khan, who returned career-best figures of 3 for 20 to help UAE restrict New Zealand to 142 for 8. That the visitors reached there was down to Mark Chapman's 46-ball 63, as only 2 other New Zealand batters got into the double digits. Mohammad Waseem then made sure UAE did not repeat the mistakes from the first T20I as he got the side off to a flyer, smoking a 29-ball 55. Asif Khan and Basil Hamid then kept their head to take UAE over the line with 26 balls to spare. The second T20I was being played on the same surface as the first, which meant spinners were expected to make their presence felt. And sure enough, Waseem got Ayaan into the game in the second over itself. He was pumped for a 6 by Seifert but returned strongly to claim back-to-back wickets. He first cleaned up Mitchell Santner, whose promotion to No. 3 didn't quite go as per the plan. The very next ball, he sent back Dane Cleaver with a straighter one that kept low. Ayaan then brought his gull into play to account for Chad Bowes for a run of ball 21. With Bowes shaping up for a reverse sweep early, the spinner slowed it down and bowled outside off. The batter failed to connect, lost his balance and was stumped. That left New Zealand stumbling at 38 for 4 in the 7th over. Chapman began his career playing for Hong Kong and has been brought up on a diet of white ball cricket, playing spinners in subcontinent conditions. On a surface where the rest of the New Zealand batters struggled to get going, Chapman immediately found himself at home. He played a lot of his shots off the front foot then back, reaching to the pitch of the ball and accounting for the turn, something which the others failed to do. He was watchful at the start, dealing in singles before targeting newbie Mohammad Farizuddin, smacking him for 2 fours and a 6 across 2 overs. With momentum on his side, Chapman opened his shoulders a bit more. He pumped Zahor Khan for back-to-back 6s to bring up his 6th T20I 50 before eventually falling in the final over. New Zealand started their defense of 142 in a stunning fashion with James Nasham pulling off a screamer, flinging himself to his right at first slip to remove Aryan Sharma for a 3rd ball duck. The wicket also took Tim Southee level with Shakib Al Hassan for the most wickets in T20Is. However, Waseem, who fell for a 1st ball duck in the opening T20I, ensured his team was ahead of the asking rate at most times. He got a reprieve on 5 and then again on 41, and made New Zealand pay. He first added 40 off 32 balls with Raida Arvind and then 56 off 31 with Asif. It was never blind slogging by Waseem. He targeted specific bowlers and struck 4 fours and 3 sixes during his innings. By the time he fell, UAE needed just 47 from 9 overs. The difference between the first and second T20I was the composure with which the UAE batters went about their job. There were no panic stations when Waseem fell. Hamid came in and made sure to rotate the strike at every chance, while Asif also curbed his aggressive style of play to take UAE closer. Only when the required runs were in the 20s did Asif go about his shot making. He first clubbed Nasham for 2 fours in the 15th over before hacking Southee over long on for a 6. Fittingly, it was Asif who finished the game with 2 successive 4s, leading to celebrations in the UAE camp.